Hey guys, I am here with a 13-week update and I cannot even believe it. I say that every video, but it's just becoming like more and more real, and the clouds are super puffy right now and they look amazing. Just taking a moment to appreciate nature. I swear it's so beautiful. I get distracted. But I just cannot believe it. I'm just wrapping my head around that. But basically, 13-week update, obviously super excited, and I have notes because I tend to ramble. It's not even rambling, I just love to talk to you guys, and I just know that when I'm later on down the road, as I get older, as little bean grows, I'm gonna want to look back at these. So I'm just so excited for that too. And I'm just trying to savor every moment. Savor? Yeah, I guess you would say it like that. And just like remember each moment, even when it's not so fun. So basically, again, have my handy dandy notebook. That was a side of journaling from last night, I think it was. But so the first thing I want to talk about symptom wise is my nausea came back. Like, I started feeling so sick and just out of nowhere. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this cannot be happening. I thought I was like done with this. And typically like ladies are done with it like when they're going into their second trimester. So I'm almost certain you guys know, but there's like that whole debate about when the second trimester starts. And I think if you divide it out like mathematically, it's like 13.5 weeks, I'm pretty sure. But I'm just waiting until like I'm officially 14 weeks to say I'm in my second trimester, because it just makes it easier in my brain. And also, I didn't tell you guys, I am 13 weeks and 6 days today. I always do these videos a day before my weeks turn over. So yeah, my nausea came back, but I did find something that really helped. So if you're going through a ton of morning sickness right now, I suggest this. Now, I don't know if it works for everyone. I know for a fact that it doesn't work for everyone because everyone's different. But I've heard of Psi Bands before. So that's what I initially went to Sprouts, like farmer's market. It's equivalent to like Whole Foods or just a health foods place. I originally went there for Psi Bands because I thought they had Psi Bands, but instead they have these guys that are called Psi Bands, and it's PSI. And they were kind of expensive, but I just knew in my heart that I was going to be using them and that they were going to work for some reason. I just knew. And so there are two little bands, and basically, like, I was laughing because I was like, babe, look, it looks like I got these like little wristbands out of like a McDonald's. Like, I just said like 29,000 times. I'm gonna work on that. That's my goal. But I told him that it looks like I got a toy out of McDonald's Happy Meal, and I'm just like putting it on my wrists and just wearing them because I used to love that stuff as a kid. And so I was kind of happy like putting them on. But basically you put them on both of your wrists. They only work if you wear both. And this has like a little pressure point side, and you put it 2.5 fingers length. So like a half of your finger is how I thought about it. So 2.5 fingers length down, so like right about here. And basically what it does is it sits on your pressure point, and you just put it on however it fits you. So it ranges pretty far because I have really small, teeny wrists. Like, they're super small, and I was worried that these weren't gonna fit, but they do fit. So, and you can adjust them, of course. But yeah, I put them on when I felt my nausea come back. I started to feel it after I did yoga. I think it was like at the beginning of my 13th week or a couple of days into it. And that's when I went and got them, and I put them on, and it was at nighttime, and I woke up with no nausea. And I remember telling like my friends, like I was laughing, I was like, look, I got these bands on my wrists, and it's my best friends. I was telling them I have them on, and I was like joking around because that's what I do. And they were like texting me like, what are those for? And I like fell asleep, and I texted them in the morning. I was like, guys, it's either placebo or these work, and I think they totally work. And I'm so happy. In fact, because you can't wear them over 48 hours continuously, I believe. That's what I believe. I think I read that. So I took them off, but I didn't want to. I was kind of scared to take them off. I was like, do I want to take these off? Because I thought I would get sick again, but I didn't get sick again. So I even, on my Instagram story, I added them. I was like, Psi Bands, thank you so much for saving my little preggo self. You're the best. And they are so sweet. And they responded, and they were like, we're so happy that we could help you, and congrats, and they're awesome. So I definitely recommend these. I also heard Psi Bands work, like I was saying, but I don't have experience in using those. So, and then also my tiredness came back, my fatigue, but I really think they just went hand in hand, the nausea and the fatigue, because I think baby went through a growth spurt this week. And I heard that on one of these videos I watched from another pregnant mama. So I'm not sure if that's 100%, but I also heard that the baby starts growing like double its size every week now. So I'm not sure, but I was also very tired. So I just slept a lot more. And then also at 13 weeks and 2 days, I swear, it was the craziest thing. I feel like my belly popped, and not like actual like I have like a belly and like everyone can tell, not that, but I definitely have a belly now, and I think some people can tell, but they don't want to like say anything. So but I definitely, like, I walked in front of John and I was like, hey, do you think like if you just saw me that you would think that I'm fat, like, or chubby, or pregnant? And he's like, you look pregnant. And I just always joke around with him that way. But that brings me to another point. I have had just a very interesting time getting used to my body growing and getting used to like looking bigger. And it's every day just about self-love and self-acceptance, just loving myself. And that's what I do. I'm like, I love my growing body. I love it. It's all good. So just remember to love yourself if you're a mama, if you're anyone, like if you're anyone watching this, just love yourself. And if you're pregnant, your body's going through a lot of beautiful changes, and it's for the best thing in the world. You're getting your little baby, so that's exciting. And then I started to feel better, like I said, after I used these Psi Bands, but like officially, like not really much tiredness at 13 weeks and 5 days. So yesterday I started to feel a lot better, just more energy. And that's what I even told my yoga teacher. I'm just like, I feel better. And I think it's because I'm really just taking care of myself, taking baths, getting sleep, drinking more water. I'm drinking so much more water than I normally do. And I'm keeping track of just like how much, not really like track, but just like in my mind of like, okay, I drank more than I did yesterday. That's awesome. So that's really helped a lot. And just to give me like a clear mind, it's helped a lot. And then that's pretty much it. Like, I got a burst of energy today too. I've been eating more healthy snacks. Like, I really loved today. I had Pink Lady apples with almond butter. That was so good. I had it twice, and I feel like that gave me like just a boost of energy to go work out. And I ended up running 3 miles straight. I was like, what? Because usually I just do like 2 miles and then some walking, and then I'll do yoga later. But like, I just was able to do that, and I was like, yay! So that was awesome. But that's pretty much it. I did want to show you guys this dress. This was my first ever maternity dress I got. I got it from Ross, Dress for Less. I'm pretty sure they're like, not worldwide, but statewide. Countrywide. What am I trying to say? It's in America. That's what I'm trying to say. but the brand is, I wrote it down, the brand is Siren Lily. So I want to show you guys and then also simultaneously show you my bump. And that's my dress just riding up. But this is the bump. Like, can you guys see that? I'm gonna like also pull, so you're really gonna see it, but I'm gonna pull it back a bit. But that is the bump. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh, girlfriend. And this is the dress. I love it. Again, Siren Lily. I looked at the tag and it just flows. I love it so much. And the back has 3 bows, or I thought it had 3 bows, just 1 big bow. But yes, I love it, guys. Have an awesome day. If you're new here, subscribe and have a beautiful day. Namaste. Bye, guys.